So, lads, the WNBA are making what seems to be a huge mistake. They are making what legitimately seems to be an absolutely massive mistake when it comes to how they are dealing with this, sale of the Connecticut Sun. They are essentially vetoing the sale. They are vetoing the sale because the league wants to make more money. And by vetoing the sale, they are gambling a lot. They're not only gambling a lot, in fairness, I think they're trying to make sure the players don't have any leverage if this goes through. It says here, 2 groups have bid $325 million to buy and move the Uncasville, Connecticut team. It may end up costing more to join the WNBA ownership club. In July, Steve Pagliuca struck a deal with the Mohegan Tribe to buy the Sun for $325 million. The deal is stalled as commissioner and never presented it to the board of governors. So the deal stalled because the commissioner, the sale's meant to be done. The commissioner's meant to present it to the board of governors. She refused to do it. So, causing the exclusivity window for the tribe, the tribe granted to expire. Now the former Bucks co-owner has matched the offer for the team, and it says there, Pagliuca wants to move the team to Boston, while Lazary wants to keep the team in Connecticut. So the Connecticut Sun are becoming the Connecticut Sun. I know, it's a shock. It is a shock that the Connecticut Sun are going to be the Connecticut Sun. But it says here, it might cost them both more than $325. Multiple sources of direct knowledge of sale told Front Office Sports a possible relocation fee paid to the league. That is the most bullshit thing I've ever heard. So basically, you have to pay the league to hundreds of millions. Apparently it's $150 million. It says Houston is their preferred landing spot for Sun, according to multiple sources familiar with the sale. Houston's expansion bid, led by Rockets owner Tillman Fertitta, who's currently serving as the Trump administration's ambassador to Italy, was reportedly short of the $250 million expansion fee. However, Fertitta is willing to pay the sale price, which now starts at $325 million after news of Pagliuca's deal became public, plus a relocation fee to expedite the process of getting a team. So basically, he wouldn't pay $250 million, and now they're trying to get him to pay $450 million to expedite it. If he wouldn't pay the $250 million, he's not going to pay it. And also, let's not forget what the hell is going to happen then if it moves to Houston. They become the Houston Comets, which we know it's going to happen. They're going to become the Houston Comets. And what then happens? Whose history are they? Do they have the history of the Connecticut Sun, or are they 4 times WNBA champions? It just doesn't make sense. Swift approvals have been a historical pattern. It is basically, it stalled because she refused to show it. And the Bucks co-owner wants to keep the team in Connecticut. They are basically saying you're not allowed to move the team to Hartford because you didn't try to get an expansion team. Why the fuck would Hartford, Connecticut try to get an expansion team when there's already a team in Connecticut? It's not Texas. It's not New York. It's not Los Angeles. You don't need 2 teams. Why? They're holding that against them. They just want more money. And it's a bold move because nobody's going to buy the Connecticut Sun. So we're going to continue to see the Sun be ran into the ground while the Mohegan Sun tribe. This is going to get messy. This is going to get real messy. Let them move to Hartford. The Connecticut Sun have legit fans. They sell their season tickets every year. Let them stay in Connecticut. Not a serious organization. Sounds like it got messy for no reason. Where does a relocation fee go? I have no idea. But wanting to send us to Houston instead of just accepting either one of the teams. One of the offers to keep them in New England. They just want to have them in big cities. And by the way, when this league eventually goes to shit again, which it will, it'll have down periods. If Fertitta wouldn't pay $250 million, he's not doing it now. He's not paying $450 million. We please get someone that actually cares about this league. Why are they trying to force the Sun to be the Houston franchise instead of creating another franchise for Houston or reviving it? The Sun is a solid fan base. Yep. She's just trying to get the biggest payout. She couldn't give a flying fuck about Houston. She actually couldn't. The difference is that if you buy the Sun, even though it's more expensive to buy the Sun, the money goes to the Mohegan Sun tribe. If you pay the league for an expansion team, the money goes to the league. And that's simply put what it comes down to. They want the money. They don't want the Sun getting the money. That's simply put, what it comes down to. 2 teams in Texas and none anywhere near New England for at least 7 years. She made some shady deal with Houston. I get Fertitta on phone. Fertitta won't pay. He won't pay. He won't pay. And it's been very clear he won't pay. So if he wouldn't pay $250 million, why would he pay $400 million? For a, no offense, for a league where he's never going to make back, he's probably never going to make that $450 million. That extra $150 million is the expansion, like the literal fee. The fee for relocation is more expensive than any team cost 2 years ago. And I'm sorry, by the end of the season, the viewership numbers are going to be down. Because let's not forget the post-Olympic Caitlin Clark. The post-Olympic Caitlin Clark Fever were the most viewed team ever. So, and maybe the total viewership is going to be up because they have more Fever games on like ESPN and less on NBA TV. There were way more Fever games on NBA TV last year. But like, it is a bold move. It's a really bold move, and I don't think it's going to pay off. I just don't think it's going to pay off. Like, Houston would be so dumb. Like, then what's going to happen then? What's going to happen after that? Does the Dallas Wings owner tries to sell the Wings and relocates the Dallas Wings because, we don't need teams in Houston and Dallas. We don't even have enough fans in Dallas. We don't even have, like, if you look at the Texas teams, wait, is there 2 teams in Texas? Is there 2 teams? There's not 2 teams in Texas. I could have swore there's not 2 teams in Texas. They already have the Dallas Wings. Let's just say, you know what? We can't sell out tickets in Dallas. We're not going to sell them out in Houston either, but we sell them out in Connecticut. Like, it just sounds like this league. I hate to say this. It sounds like this league is trying to make as much money now because they know it's not going to succeed in the future. They know it's not going to succeed in the future. They're trying to make as much money now and then try to create FOMO so that in 10 years' time, the people that can't buy in now are going to still want to do it in 10 years and pay more money. They are banking on FOMO. They're banking on holding stuff out. Like, I genuinely, I don't know what they're trying to do, but it seems like as much as anything, they're trying to get as much money as they possibly can right now, and they couldn't care less about what happens down in the future. Because let's be real, neither of these owners are going to come back and try to get expansion in 8 years, where suddenly they're like 15th in line. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. The WNBA boom is now. The women's sports boom is like the esports boom. It's like the esports boom. If you got in really early in the esports boom, you made a shitload of money. But then it got to the stage where everyone's like, you know what, this is next, let's invest in this. And then eventually all teams are folding. It is not, there are going to be WNBA teams that fold within the next 7 or 8 years. There is going to be a team that folds. Maybe not one owned by a major owner, but there is going to be a team that folds. Because the revenue generated, even with the new TV deal, versus the cost to of teams and cost to run teams, still isn't good enough to justify these prices consistently. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.